For the last 18 days, I've been traveling across Europe to 2 countries, 5 cities, talking to strangers, all in an attempt to try and fill this. The idea was simple. Collect as much advice, quotes, drawings, literally whatever the person wanted to completely fill this notebook, making it the most epic, personal, and unique travel keepsake of all time. At least, that's how I thought the story would go. But first, let's rewind to where the story actually starts. So we finally made it to the airport. We're in Boston. I'm watching planes take off right through this window. But we finished the title page to the notebook. It reads. So I kind of decided to erase that whole thing, but I did write this though. After getting off the plane, I walked around the city towards the hostel that I was staying in, got a sandwich, saw this cool monument, and sat down in a park, which is also where I attempted to get the first person to write in the notebook. You speak English? A little? You want to write in here? I'm trying to get strangers to write in this. Anything you want. Advice, no? You got any advice for me? Just this? That's okay. As you can see, I failed pretty miserably, but I didn't stop there. I asked like 4 more people in the park and they were seemingly friendly, but I was wrong. Pretty much all of them said they were too busy to write in the book, or they didn't speak English, or they didn't want to be filmed. Something in my approach clearly wasn't working. I don't know if it was I was overly American looking, or I was just stupid or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get strangers to write. But that's why on day 2, I made this. I wanted to make something where the conversation started easier, so I made this sign. My plan was to take the sign with me to touristy places like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, and then hopefully people would come to me. But that didn't happen. Basically, after being at the Eiffel Tower for like 5 minutes, a police officer came up to me and told me I couldn't have the sign. Apparently, some people thought the sign was a political protest or petition or something, so I had to leave. I was pretty bummed about how bad this was going, but I was still in Paris, and for the next 2 days, I basically just walked around the city like a normal tourist. I'd basically forgotten about the journal. That was until the morning I was leaving for the next city. I went out for breakfast in the lobby, and there was this guy there that I shared a room with in the hostel. I'd become kind of good friends with this guy, and I randomly remembered the journal because it was in my bag, and I took it out, and sure enough, this guy offered to help out, and he wrote in it. And I didn't know it then, but that was huge. But it was off to the next city, which was Lyon. So I arrived in Lyon on a Friday, which basically means that every room in the hostel is just filled with backpackers, and very quickly I found myself with a group of friends just wandering the city. Which of course meant that I wasn't really thinking about the journal, at all. I mean, I had 1 entry after leaving Paris for 3 days, but I wasn't really thinking about that. I was seeing attractions, going to random concerts, and just hanging out with people I met. On my first day in Lyon, I had this conversation with a girl. She told me about her hobby, which was drawing old lampposts, the kind you see around Europe. And the way she described it really stuck with me. How these tiny details of the world often get ignored, but someone at some point in time took an insane amount of effort to make them look the way they do. And then that night, I went out and drew 2 lampposts of my own. And that was the start of something big for the notebook. Fast forward a couple days, it's my last night in Lyon, and I walk out onto the hostel terrace, and there she is, sitting with her friend. Which was weird because I was pretty sure they had left already. It felt like one of those weird travel signs that you're not supposed to ignore. I showed her the lamppost I'd drawn, told her the story of the notebook, and sure enough, they both wrote entries. And hers was really cool. And just like that, a whole new layer was added to the project. The notebook wasn't just about collecting advice from strangers anymore, it was about noticing the little things. And the lampposts. So I left Lyon not with a full notebook, but something better. Momentum. It's hard for me to register the view that I'm taking in right now. Look at this. I have thought about like a cliffside Italian view for a long time. Look at how pretty that looks. I gotta get a boat. Found one. Sorry for the jump scare, by the way. New location. Let's check it out. Peep view. Oh yeah? I basically just went on a boat ride to surrounding cities, surrounding little fishing towns, and when I tell you this is seriously one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, I'm serious. Just look at it. Lyon basically gave me the social interaction shove that I needed, and Genoa was where I started finding a flow. I was talking to people. The boys down there, they didn't speak any English, but we got what we were looking for. Scrapbooking every random paper or postcard that I found. The hostel was really nice. And the fact that this place looks straight out of a movie didn't hurt either. In case you guys were wondering, I found it. That thing you guys have been looking for, like secret to life or like happiness or whatever. It's here. Found it. This place is officially on the list of places to move and disappear to once you make all your money. Cause like you're telling me someone lives in there, swims in there, and walks down this path. Probably grows their own food and whatever. Has kitty cats like this one right here. And just chills. Oh my God, there's something about hanging your laundry that means you made it in life. All right, so I'm just gonna talk here. I don't know if it's just me, but does anyone else, when I'm in a, like even if there's just one other person in my group, just like a close friend, whoever, it instantly makes me more sociable, more likely to interact with strangers, just in general. Because I was just walking through the square, saw these guys, they were standing there just juggling the ball with their, like a soccer ball with their head on feet and stuff, and I'm pretty good at that stuff. I was scared to go up to them and be like, toss it up, bro, toss it up. I don't know why, but I just feel like if I was with anybody else I knew, and maybe if I was in an English-speaking country, like, I would have said yes, but the worst thing they could say is no. Just figured I'd rant to you guys real quick. Europe's awesome. But as much as I'd love to stay in Genoa forever, I had to leave. It was time to catch a bus to the next city and try and keep this momentum up. It was off to Milan. When I got to Milan, all the momentum I had from Genoa sort of faded. Milan was supposed to be the place where I caught up, but instead it started to feel like I was falling behind again. So instead of filling pages, I distracted myself. I was exploring the city, playing basketball in this random park. Also saw an absurd amount of pigeons. Please let me know if this is weird or not. The boys are having a meetup. Is this normal? People are acting like it's normal. It's just like 100 pigeons. I mean, I was really enjoying myself, but I was also avoiding. I was trying, I was writing, I was scrapbooking, but the truth was, I just wasn't on pace. Not even close. But every so often, Milan surprised me. A random Filipino mash that I didn't understand. Absolutely mucking at this restaurant that everyone went to after church, and moments that reminded me that this trip wasn't just about filling pages. It was about actually living. It's kind of weird. When I first started this trip, I kind of thought it would be in I thought it'd be in one certain way, but now I feel like it's becoming something else, I guess. And a lot of people don't want to write. A lot of people don't want to be filmed. Makes sense. I guess I just didn't really think that hard about that. The language barrier. But like, oddly enough, the journal is filling up. I found ways to, I don't know, get out of my comfort zone. And I'm good at scrapbooking. That too. Yeah, and I'll see you in Lake Como tomorrow. Oh yeah. Open in first class. I don't think I am. There's no label on the seats or anything. My ticket's in second class. I don't know. Kick me off, I dare you. See what happens. Tough guy. I don't know why I said that. Cut. Everywhere you go, alleyways like this. Oh yeah. That is mental right there. Dream lunch spot. Dream lunch spot. I'm gonna do a hike. Starting the hike. This is already one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen. But I don't know, there's no trail on Google Maps. Where the f am I? Holy. People online said it's there. Figure it out. Here we go. I'm gonna climb up. I don't even think I'm halfway up yet. There. I climbed a long way though. Where the holy. It's not even a path. Found someone's Max Wood 999 materials. Dude, why did I bring a linen shirt up here? For the first time in like an hour, I'm on a marked path. Dude, I've just been walking in the woods here. Ow. I think I found someone's house. In this moment, the weight of the project finally hit me. How much I'd done, how much I hadn't, the people I'd met, and just how much harder this was than the version I'd played inside of my head. To be honest, I felt like I was failing this project, and maybe myself. But I kept walking, found my way down the mountain, thought some more, and eventually I found myself staring at quite possibly the most beautiful sunset I'd ever seen. It's been super, you probably know this by now at this point in the video, but it's been really hard to get strangers, especially foreign strangers, to write in the journal. There's a lot of pages. I should have expected that, but I don't know. I've been drawing a lot of lampposts. I've been putting a lot of like my own advice in there, stuff I see from other people that aren't strangers, because it's honestly one of the hardest things I've ever done trying to get. I didn't realize how many pages. It's like 80 pages full of writing. That was my goal. You set lofty goals and maybe you achieve somewhat of it, but I want to achieve all of it. So we have about a week left of this, and we're about halfway through the book, and it's time to kick it in second gear. I'm gonna spend a lot of time these next couple of days just grinding. Had a quick question for you guys, quick question. Just got off the bus. This is already one of the craziest places I've ever seen in my life. I really do hope. Can you do one thing before?
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing where I get people to write in my notebook.
Heck yeah, bro.
Right now?
Yeah. Is it okay if I open it?
Yeah. People just write anything they want. I've added.
Bro, that's fire, bro. I might get one of these, bro.
It seems I may have the worst handwriting in there, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It's genuine, man. It doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah. Chamonix. We're leaving, heading to Paris now. Mountain right there, Mont Blanc. I talked to these really cool guys at the burger shop yesterday. It was Alan and Landon. They're really cool guys. And then I got them to write in the notebook, filled it out, got some good stuff, and this place takes the cake for the most beautiful place I've ever seen. Gotta see this view one more time before I get on the train. It's crazy I leave in 2 days. Feels like forever ago that we were in Paris for the first time. Heading back, full circle. In Paris, on the streets, heading to the hostel. Just hooped again. Gave my ball to a little kid, French kid. Met a nice family, pretty chill. Just thinking a lot about this video and this trip, and like when I first started, I had this idea to film it all. I was kind of nervous and anxious about not telling the right story, not making the best video possible because I don't have a souped up camera or good quality mic, or I don't know, I might not meet the right people exactly, but the real trophy at the end of the rainbow is this. Whatever's written in here from all the random people I met, and it was hard, by the way, mostly English people because French people are mean. I don't know if you guys know that, but that stereotype is real. It's real. But I could have made the worst video possible, but I still have this, and that means something, you know? This is a completely filled notebook, and that is the Eiffel Tower. We did it. Well, you're probably wondering, what now? And to know that, we'll have to go back a few years. You see, that is my little sister, and she's kind of the reason for this whole thing. She's going into high school this year, and as the kind, endearing, and greatest brother on the whole planet, I thought it a good idea to help her out. So that's where the journal comes in. The most epic, personal, and unique travel keepsake of all time isn't just a keepsake. I didn't want it to be. And I know high school to be a time of massive change, and It's not like all the movies and TV shows my sister and I love watching. It's weird and messy and full of moments that don't make sense until later and probably will never make sense, honestly. So I figured I could make something for her. Something that, I don't know, could be a reminder to do hard things. That hard things are possible and that the world isn't small, but it's not too big either. And if I could remind her, and honestly anybody watching this, of what's out there, of what's possible, then this will have been worthwhile. And the last thing to do was get my family involved, so I asked my mom to write in it, I asked my dad, and I do have an older sister that was supposed to write in it beforehand, but I forgot. I'm sorry, Lindsay. So sorry. So after I added my final piece, all that was left to do was give it to her. Zoe. Read this. Some good stuff in there.